Hello, beautiful beings. I know I say a lot that I'm surprised that I'm recording a video right now, but I'm so surprised because oh, there goes the nose itch. Because I just got done messaging one of my amazing subscribers, and I just got done saying to him, hopefully the ancients will, or hopefully I will feel compelled pretty soon to record a video. And I said, come on, ancient, say the magic words. And I just got done with his message and was putting my phone down, and the ancient said, no time like the present. I was like, oh yeah, okay, let's do it. No, we're not doing anything, Doozer. I wasn't talking to you. So, ancients, where should we start? I still feel like I'm in a very strange place. I have been in a very strange place, but I am able to see more clearly now than I have been. Well, one thing is, I guess the first thing is that I dyed the top of my hair, just the top layer, to match the bottom. It's exactly the same color as my natural color. But what I did was just dyeing the very top layer, I left silver in my hair, and just the right amount too. It feels like just the right amount that I'm supposed to have. And I just absolutely love it. I just the other day I thought, well, I don't have this much silver hair. Why should we have to have almost completely silver hair at a very young age just because we lack melanin? It defines like who our person is, who I am. I have a hard time saying it defines who I am because I'm not this physical form. So I just ask the ancients, how can I just speak without, because anytime I try to say, claim that this physical form is me, it's just not right, because it's not the truth. These physical forms are not who we are, even though lately I've been incredibly identified with this physical form. Very, very much so. But they're saying that there's a balance. There is a balance that is being found between knowing. Well, it's been my experience too. It's not just a logical knowing that I'm not this physical form. I had my remembering, and I've remembered many times since then. So they're saying that I can just go ahead and just speak freely and not stop and go, oh, I mean, not whatever. I don't have to explain it. They said just let it flow out. Okay. And the physical and the person and presence are coming into focus. So these things that I'm still questioning about how to approach speaking about, they're saying they are naturally being ironed out. They will, the way I speak will naturally change as I ascend. Thank you. That was a great answer. So yeah, I resisted. I wasn't coloring my hair anymore because I had an idea in my mind that Mama G should have silver hair, that I should not do, that I should not ever dye my hair again. Well, I won't be cutting it, that's for damn sure. It's taken me over 30 years to grow my hair out. I'm getting it to my waist, and that's it. At least I know that this time. No intense thoughts about, oh, maybe you should cut it this way or that way. They're not going to get my attention this time. That's what's happened every single time. But they're saying that Every single time I cut my hair, please don't let me bunny trail. Every single time I cut my hair off, I was able to shed just truckloads of useless personal identity because there was so much attached around. I've always had this thing about my hair and that I've always wanted it really long. And then I never feel very attractive when I have it really short. And I regret it almost immediately whenever I get my hair cut. There's been times that I enjoy it for a while, but it just eats my brain. I know how long the grow out process will take. And so we were talking about, yeah, Gangaji. Thank you guys. Gangaji, a really long time ago, about 9 years ago now, I used to watch her videos very, very early on in my ascension. Well, I believe we've all been ascending for an incredibly long time, but the rate of ascension has picked up dramatically at least over the last 11 and a half years for me, a little over 11 years for me. My waters broke, and I just feel like it's very accelerated for everybody else on the planet too. Yeah. We have humanity to heal. Let's get this moving along. So she said, why would I dye my hair? Like, why would I? And I watched that video many times, and what she said makes sense, because we're not this persona ultimately. Then it really doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter if I stopped doing everything, putting makeup on. It wouldn't matter ultimately. But for myself, and I've realized this over the years and just really recently also, this is the experience that I get to have as a woman on planet Earth right now, and doing my nails, my own acrylic nails, and painting them, and mixing colors, and just doing really cool stuff, artistic things like that. Putting my makeup on in the morning is a way to help motivate me, and get my, it's important for me to kind of have a little bit of a routine, so I can get up and start doing it. Just like working out in the morning is important to me. It's a routine. I need that feeling of normalcy, even though normal and like a normal routine type thing, and mundane, like mundane is normal's ugly cousin to me, because there's such a fine line there, because the mundane is what'll get me. Just the monotony of life, the repetitiveness of it. I feel like that. No, I was feeling very isolated and cut off from humanity. That was my major reason for starting to smoke marijuana again this last time. I've been smoking for about 3 weeks now. I think maybe to the day. And I have been journaling. I journaled a lot last night, or not last night, but recently, about how it's affecting me. And I got my blood pressure taken today, and my blood pressure is very low. It's not dangerously low, but next step is dangerously low. And I know it's because I'm smoking marijuana. I'm tired. I am tired all the time because I smoke marijuana now. And, it's just already, only after 3 weeks, it's brutal. Yeah, I don't like it. I've aged. Well, you probably can't see it. I don't know. I'm sure you can see it in my eyes right now. My eyes are like this all the time, no matter what. Well, I do have eye drops. I'm going to get some right now. It may seem weird that something like just the side effect of being tired could get a person to quit smoking again, but I just, I have felt, I gotta turn the heater off. Oh, see, that's so cool. right before I reached for the heater, I don't know if you heard that or not. I don't know if you heard it shut off, but I hadn't touched it yet. My hand was just going to it. That happens to me so much. And when I'm snuggled up on the couch with Doozer, sometimes for a very long time, I have said, will you please, shut the heater off for me? And I would say 8 times out of 10, I've seen over the years that it takes them 30 to 40 seconds to actually be able to do that on the physical plane. And it's just every single time. Oh, thank you. Because I just thrive on, I know, not seeing those things, not having those things really build our faith muscles. But I get really sick and freaking tired of being here on planet Earth and not having those earthly visuals. In my last video, I think I was saying that I was basically demanding some earthly visuals, and they sent in. So my awesome subscriber, you said it was Goddard, and I looked that up because I've heard it said in different ways, and I saw it spelt Goodard. So I thought it was Goddard, though. That's why I double checked, and then I saw it spelt like that. So I'm not really 100% sure what it is. When you spelled it out, I was just like, yeah, I really think that's the way it actually is. The word God in his name would make a lot of sense to me too. So marijuana, right? Yeah, I'm not down on myself for it at all, but that is the symptom. And it has been depressing my system, my body. It's made everything more difficult. I have not been working out consistently. I basically pass out at night. I've barely been messaging Ocean at night. And because I'm just so tired that I just have to go to sleep right now. And so any other symptoms? No, that's it. And so I'm thinking, okay, so I need to quit again. But what I'm going to try first is, and who knows if this is bargaining or whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not overthinking it. This is where I'm at in my life right now. And so I'm going to try to go to more of a sativa instead of an indica. And I know that seems like a no-brainer because the indica means into couch. But I smoke a hybrid, and yes, this video is going to be made not for children. I smoke a hybrid of, indica dominant, which is definitely relaxation producing. So I'll see if the sativa upping that works, and if it doesn't, then I'm not going to stay tired. No way. Oh, it's brutal. My limbs feel heavier since I started smoking. Well, I guess the marijuana is doing its job. For people that need to feel that way for some reason, it would be very good for them if they really needed to relax. But I'm talking about, living my day and going to clean and I like having a lot of energy. That's just how I'm naturally geared, is to have energy. And so, to do this to myself definitely shows me that, well, because I don't feel like I can just stop now. No, because I have an addictive personality. Anything that I reach out to is for this physical form. It is for this personal identity. I know that might sound strange when I talk like that, but it makes perfect sense to me. From where I'm seeing, it's like the regular way to speak. That's just how I see it. It's so natural to me to know that I'm not this physical form. But then on a daily basis, I get jerked around by all the energy that's coming through it, from the planets, from other people. And so I forget. It's not like I forget, but I give my attention. That's how I become unconscious. I give way too much of my attention to the physical form type things. I stop. Meditating to me is, yes, sometimes I do close my eyes and focus inside and listen. Sometimes I do that, but what I really like to do is listen to Samaneri Jayasara and She has so many guided meditations by so many different people and herself. And that just, oh, we're just immersed in presence together. So I've stopped doing that recently, and not completely, but I've stopped accessing presence as much as I was since I've started smoking pot. Ooh, I didn't realize I was going to say that. That's true though. I feel like the ancients just tattled on me or something. Yeah, that's true though. I would rather see the reality of a situation than try to fool myself, and so I can keep doing what I'm doing, that the thing that's not good for me. I always just like to keep striving to find a balance with whatever I'm doing. And so brings me to the next subject, and that is the handsome man down the way. Yeah, so I have abstained from sex for, it would have been 7 years, 1 month yesterday. And that is no longer. And so far, I feel just fine about it, because I've still been able to navigate how he gets when he drinks, and I'm really seeing how this whole pattern thing works. And because, I have gotten very confused about it. That's one reason I have felt so down recently, is I've just really been in my head about things and trying to figure it out, instead of, diving more to inside and doing the meditations and listening to Samaneri Jayasara, those type of things that I was doing on a daily basis before I started smoking. I'm not sure why that. Oh, because, oh, yes. Okay. Wow. So they're saying that I stopped doing those things, listening to everything that I would listen to on a daily basis that would just fill me with, well, such a sense of presence of my own true nature. I stopped doing that because marijuana gives me the illusion that I don't need to. Marijuana gives me the illusion that I'm already present. Yeah. I don't need the illusion that I'm already present, because I already am present. Presence. I know what happened too. Before I started smoking, like I said, I felt really cut off from humanity. I wanted to be a part of. Summer was still, it was very active here at the park, and people, big groups of people together, and I could hear them laughing and their fires, and here I'm over here with Doozer and Ruby. And I knew that I knew that I was going with my thoughts. But I just got in a place where I was just tired of fighting it, and I was just full on agreeing. And I'm not saying the things that I've been doing are a mistake. I thought maybe there for a bit, but none of that has gotten to me this morning, because I decided that it took me over 4 months to decide to, well, actually have a lover. After this many years of abstinence, it took me a really long time to decide, and a part of that process recently has been to, and when I spoke to Ocean about it yesterday, she said, well, you just, once you've made the decision, once you've done that, then you can't go back and forth about it. You can't go, oh, I shouldn't have. And I said, you're absolutely right. And I've been thinking about that too. So no, I'm not in my head about it. I made a decision. I don't regret it at all. Yeah, it's quite interesting. But I feel like I got bored with peace. I saw it happen, and I said it out loud too a few times. I'll post it in the description box, this specific Samaneri Jayasara video. That's what it's labeled. Don't get bored with peace. And I even listened to that twice before I started smoking again. because I was thinking that's exactly where I'm at. And since that's where I'm at, then it'll pass. But no, but it's okay. It might sound like I'm regretting my decision to start smoking again and to take a lover, but life is interesting that way, isn't it? I can think all day that I'm supposed to be a certain way and this is exactly how it's supposed to be, but the second I let go, I just felt so much better. So, and I will continue to learn from all of this and fine tune everything to where I can be the most clear, open channel that I can possibly be. That's the goal. So that's what I was like when I was a baby. So I'm becoming a baby again, except a long time ago, I used to have this affirmation: I am getting younger all the time. And then one day the ancients were like, you better be careful when you say that. You better be careful what you pray for or what you wish for. And then they showed me like regressing. And I said, okay, all right, I get it. No younger than 15. So I've said that for a lot of years. Ancients, is there anything else? Yeah, I was talking about navigating this what should I call him? My friend, my special friend. My friend is an alcoholic, and I have been learning so much the last 4.5 months from having him in my life. And the reason he's in my life, well, I feel like we definitely have a spiritual tie. I felt that from the very, very first moment I met him. It wasn't just attraction. There was a type of soul bond. So many people can come and go in my life and I don't feel that. I know exactly what it feels like when a soulmate has arrived. Oh, soulmate doesn't necessarily mean romantic. Us soulmates are here. We meet each other at certain points in our lives. We have it arranged. And my friend and I have talked about that. He is incredibly lucid a lot of the times. He is a workaholic, has been since he was 15, which keeps him out of trouble. And that's why he's a workaholic, he tells me. And it's a very good thing that he is working as much as he is right now in his life. And it's also a really good thing that his dirt bike absolutely just won't start. The mechanic can't even figure it out. So anyway, so what I've also been grappling with is having this person in my life now so intimately also. I know that the energy exchange has been incredibly rough on me even before last night because we've been hanging out so much more. I point out here because we hang out on my little deck here quite often and have conversations, or else we sit on my my swinging my rocking. It's a long bench, but it rocks. We sit on that sometimes and talk too. And so that I was feeling a bit energetically overloaded from that also. And he has definitely acted up, gotten drunk and wanted to come over. And I've set very firm boundaries. I'm just like, absolutely not. And I have made the mistake only once in the last several weeks of, against my better judgment, I let him come over. It was later. It was like 10 o'clock. And no, that lasted about 8 minutes. And I was sending it back home. So I'm just fine tuning this and really being aware of how much of this, like, is this codependency? You know, where am I? I've gotten a lot better over the years at being able to see where I'm at as I'm going through something, but it doesn't mean that it's crystal clear. I'm in a lesson. I'm on planet Earth. School. A very rough boot camp, Sylvia Brown used to say. So, if you've been feeling strange lately, we would love to talk to you about that. Yeah, I keep seeing your comment about, I don't remember exactly how you put it, a blue disc in the, I don't remember exactly how it was, but it was very eloquent, and it really, really zoomed me out to the biggest of pictures, and I really, really needed that. Like, yeah, right? What is normal? Seriously, I have said that for so long. Like, people walk around acting like this is normal. So ever since I was a kid, I was talking to Ocean about that this morning or yesterday, about how since it was yesterday when I was just having a full on, Mom, I just feel so strange. Yeah, ever since I was a kid, I know I'm repeating myself. I have asked questions. Why am I here? What's above the stars? Like, mind-blowing questions, questions that would make my head hurt when I was a kid, and I didn't understand why it was making my head hurt, but I knew that I had to stop thinking what I was thinking, because it would make me, still, if I try to think too deeply, it it makes me, do you know what I'm talking about? It's like too much. The brain, and I just asked them, why is that? What is that recoil? And they said the brain, it's beyond the brain's capacity. Thank you. Their answers are just so profoundly simple. True, so true. I just asked them, so since I'm not the persona, I am having this experience though. What's the difference between you and I, ancients? You are a unique expression of the divine. And then they just panned out like to the whole of humanity. We are all a unique expression of the divine. Isn't that just Yep, that's one of those okay. Cuz I was just trying to go into that. Like, how is that? How can that be? And then okay. I don't need those answers right now. Oh, they're saying I don't need those answers because I already know. I already know. I don't need to know more than I already know. And I will remember when I need to know the answer to those questions. They're saying that the answer to the questions are very natural, very non-shocking to me in in my natural state of being, to all of us. Okay, so one more thing about my hair is, so it's really amazing because when I put my hair behind my ears now, I have just the right amount of silver coming through. It really did lift me up a lot. And when I quit smoking pot again, I have such bags under my eyes now. It happened last time I was smoking too. Yeah. And when I quit, I could tell in the first 2 days. It was shocking. My eyes, well, it's because of my sinuses. Because I've been smoking. I haven't been dry herb vaping. I haven't picked that sucker up in over a week. That's how progressive it is for me. I made it my second day, and I go on and on about it. That's one of my goals, is to only smoke in the evening and only use my dry herb vaporizer. The second day that I was smoking out of my bong, and I smoked in the morning because I didn't work that day. I was just like, oh yeah, well, I'll just take it day by day. So I smoked, and I was just like, wow, look at that. And I journaled about it. Look at that. Day 2. Wow. But it's okay. I'm feeling so much better. I feel a lot lighter. And also knowing that I can change these things that are having a negative effect on my physical form. Well, on me. Because when I'm tired, that's been one of the hardest things for me to navigate in this life. Is since I was really little, it's always been really hard for me to get up in the morning. I'm just one of those people. It's not that I don't love morning. It's so beautiful and calm outside in the morning, besides the highway. But I can tune that out also, I've been noticing. Um, I don't remember what I was saying. You do, though. Ancients, is it important enough to remember? It's just right there. It's super close, but I can't chase it. Because if you chase something, it will run. It doesn't matter. I'm done. satsangwithmamaji@gmail.com. I have another subscriber, 176 now. That's always, it's like another sign from the divine for me, because I haven't recorded a video in so long. It's just, wow, there it is. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. Really does. We love you so much.